What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another exciting video with me. If you're wondering why my background has changed again, I'm currently visiting Cebu. I'll talk about that in another video. But for today, to close out my moving out series, I will be sharing with you the hidden costs of condo living. Now, this is something that most people don't talk about online or on YouTube. They usually talk about it from perspective of what they spend in a month. But if you're looking to be independent and looking to move out, there are some hidden financial costs that you need to be made aware of. So I'm going to be sharing to you today what I've learned over the past 3 years of independent living. When I first moved out 3 years ago, I had this overwhelming feeling that I was finally moving out to my own place. You get so excited, it's like a second chance at life. I wanted my new home to really feel like home. But what is home? What does it really look like? For many of us, homes means the place we lived with our parents. I bought these trash bins and scattered them around the condo because in my home, each and every room had a trash bin. And that brings me to my first point. Bring what you need into your new home. I know this sounds generic and can apply to any situation, but when you move out on your own, there's this tendency to buy stuff and replicate what you had in your original home. You may also be buying items just in case. Because when you were at home, you had almost everything. When you were in your parents' house, you probably had an oven toaster. Now, if you're the type of person to toast bread every day or every week, then this may make sense to you. Now, if you're only going to use it once a month, then you might want to consider buying toasted bread outside instead of making it on your own. Appliances can go from 5,000 pesos to 10,000 pesos per purchase. So over time, if you're buying these things here and there, such as a kettle, a toaster, a microwave, which you may not use often, it is going to cost you some money. Another common mistake of many condo dwellers and renters is that they don't maximize their amenities. Whether you're a renter or you're someone who's invested in a condo, the amenities are what you've paid for. Most condos in the Philippines will come with a pool, a gym, function rooms, an open garden. Imagine all that open and shared space, but you never use it. In my first condo in BGC, we had a covered badminton court, which is super rare for condos in Metro Manila. I was there for over a year and I only invited my friends to play twice. Can you imagine that? When you play in a rented badminton court, it usually costs 200 to 300 pesos per person. So you do have amenities like that which can yield great value on your condo investment. The condo gym is also mostly ignored by residents as they will opt to sign up to a separate gym outside. Understandably, a paid gym will come with more activities and equipment, but a condo gym does get the job done. And if you're on a budget, that's another 2,500 pesos every month. Now here's a controversial take when it comes to the hidden cost of condo living, and that's paying for experience. I mean, for sure, you're paying for rent, but this hidden cost, it comes with being near all the nightlife, all the shops, all the community markets. Imagine this. You're walking on the way to the office, so you pass by your favorite coffee shop. That's easily 150 pesos. Then, on Friday and Saturday nights, you're out with the friends and the gang. That's easily 500 to 1,000 pesos per pop. And then on Sundays, you take some me time, you head down to your community market, and before you know it, you're buying some books, you're buying some ice cream, then that's costing you another 1,000 to 2,000 pesos. All this is great in moderation, but there are just so many temptations that can easily put you off track. The last thing that you want to happen is to get swept up in all this independent living condo experience. For my fourth cost of condo living, and this is pretty obvious, but not cooking your own food and not meal prepping will cost you a lot financially. So you've moved out of your parents' house. Great. But suddenly you're busier because you're more productive and you have more activities. So now you've lost the will and time for cooking. So you head down your condo, you take a 5-minute walk, you head to your favorite restaurant, and then you purchase lunch or some dinner. Better yet, you just want to stay in and relax, so you take out your smartphone, you browse through your food delivery apps, and you order from your favorite store. Eating out and restaurant food easily costs 2 to 3 times a home-cooked meal. A good home-cooked meal costs you 100 pesos. Eating out costs you at least 250 pesos. Now this sounds pretty small, and of course if you do it in moderation, all is good. But this condo living lifestyle easily creeps into your life. Before you know it, you're busy, you're having a lunch meeting, or you've had some overtime and it's the end of the day and you now just want to relax. So your initial plan of ordering and having some food once a week has turned into 3 times a week, 5 times a week, and that can seriously inflate your food budget. I've seen some people's food budgets go from 6,000 to 10,000 to 15,000, 20,000 because they spend a lot on this takeout food. So that's something that you seriously want to consider and guard against if you're condo living. For my fifth and last point, and this is something that most people don't regret until they've moved out of their condos. Especially for those of us who are renting, when we first move into our condos, we're asked to pay a security deposit of 2 to 3 months of our rent. This security deposit helps covers utility bills, unpaid dues, condo cleaning when we move out of the condo. Depending on your rent, this security deposit can range from 40 to 60,000 pesos. I've seen people give up the entire security deposit because they didn't care of the place when they were living there. I'm talking about broken air conditioners, toilets, cigarette smoke and cigarette smudges all over the walls, ripped up furniture and sofas. Just because the stuff isn't yours doesn't mean you can't take care of it, because you're going to have to pay for all that at the end of your stay. As I come to the end of this video, it's important to know that moving out on your own is a big decision and it comes with many financial implications. So you want to make sure that you understand the consequences of your actions. I've had to learn these things and pay for some of these costs the hard way, but I'm thankful because I wouldn't have learned them otherwise. And I hope that this video has helped you avoid some of these hidden costs of condo and independent living. And that's it. I hope you liked this video and I hope you learned something. Please do subscribe and comment down below. What have you learned from moving out of your parents' house? Alright, see you next week.